I'm sitting reminiscing on what went down on Saturday. Yes, last Saturday at the Olympics when when Stephen Curry just went insane. That's all I gotta say. He just went insane. He decided he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go into God mode, and he just dropped 4 threes on them. It was like, I'm rocking number 4, so I'm gonna just drop 4 threes on y'all to finish this game. And the last one was just insane. He was double teamed, and that thing just went up in the air and then all the way down and went in. That's all I can say. It was insane. So let's get down to it. You're not really here to talk about any kind of news or to listen to what I got to say, because it's old news right now. I'm sure you've heard so many people talk about that game. So many people dissect that game. So many people dissect what Steph did. And there's really nothing new to talk about, really. But here's my opinion on it, right? I'm still going to talk about it. Here's my opinion. Yes, excuse me. Yes, this is my opinion on it. All right, so I think it was absolutely insane. Let me start with that, because Steph, what he did that day was definitely unheard of. I know every time we show, every time they show, not me, definitely. If I show it, I would definitely put him. But every time people talk about the Olympics 2024, that shot is going to be in there. Stephen Curry is definitely going to be in the highlights. Now, if we just talk in general, all Olympics, he's definitely going to be in there. I have seen people on the internet right now rank top shots or top memorable basketball shots, and definitely that's in there. You know, people are talking about the shot, the one with Michael Jordan in Cleveland. We're talking about Steph. Steph is number 1. A lot of people are ranking it number 1 because it was just incredible. It was just incredible. But to me, if you ask me, the shot was the one that he shot over Wembanyama, because Wemba flying up there, that man looking like an alien trying to block that shot, just lengthy and all that. And that shot went up in the air and went in. If that was the last shot, that would have been something, boy. That would have been something. But I'm still loving the last shot. And now, you know, there are arguments about, was it clutch or not? Well, everybody definitely agrees they were big shots. All right, now were those shots clutch? According to the NBA's definition of what clutch is, only one was clutch. All right, and I guess the definition states that, you know, the game has to be, you know, within 5 points and yada yada. Some of them were like 6 points and all that. But we all know, if you play basketball, and when that moment, you'll know the moment, and that was the moment. Definitely, when you're shot making and they make a shot and then you go back, you make a shot, that's definitely clutch, man. That is clutch. It doesn't have to be the final minutes or anything like that. You could be clutch in the second quarter, if you ask me. If you ask me, you could be clutch. But anyway, according to the definition, only one was clutch. But we all know it was clutch. And man, so many eyes were on that game. I'm talking about over 20 million. This is almost similar to when the Golden State Warriors played against the Cleveland Cavaliers. It is impressive. Steph was impressive. And everybody left in disbelief. What was that man doing? But I wasn't surprised. I mean, it's Stephen Curry. That's Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is always going to be Stephen. And Stephen went out there. He was like, you know what? It's time for me to start Stephen. Time for me to start Stephen. He started Stephen, and he hit him hard. He made believers out of non-believers. Even the French people started clapping, because that was just ridiculous. How sick was that? Whoo! Ridiculous. But okay, so more talks. Who is MVP? LeBron James? Is he deserving? Some people say Stephen Curry. I mean, I just came off ranting. I'm still ranting about Stephen Curry. So why was LeBron the MVP? Why not Stephen Curry? If Stephen Curry was incredible, just sick, absolutely insane, why wasn't Stephen Curry the MVP? Now, I am a huge fan of Stephen Curry. I love what he does out there. I love what LeBron does out there and all that. But Stephen Curry, definitely in my eyes, the dude. He is the guy. But if you ask me, the MVP was LeBron James. Yes, the king. Gang, 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 gang. They got it right, if you ask me. To me, I will take it back. You know, watch my videos. It's very consistent. My point is very consistent to what I've been saying for the longest. LeBron James kept that team together. He was the head of the snake. Everybody fed off LeBron James. He was the most important player. For whatever reason that may be, I mean, it could have been anybody, but he was. He was that dude. He was the leader. He was very important. When they needed something, he was always there. Hence, you see how many minutes he played, because they leaned on LeBron James a lot. All right, some people would say, all right, well, LeBron, was shining when they were playing against lesser teams and all that. And Steph went against the two hardest teams. That's when he shined the most. Well, good argument, good argument. But if you go back to some of my videos, that's the same argument I was making in reference to Kevin Durant when he was playing with Stephen Curry. You ask Tyronn Lue, he would tell you the head of the snake was Stephen Curry. But the MVP went to Kevin Durant. They were trying to shut down Stephen Curry, not Kevin Durant. And everybody was saying, oh, the best player is Kevin Durant and all that. And I kept saying, no, the best player, the MVP was definitely Stephen Curry, because Stephen Curry was making that machine work, made it going, right? Yes, he had a bad shooting day, just kind of like LeBron James had he was missing shots and all that, and things are not working in that final minute, but it didn't mean that he didn't keep that engine running, and he still did to the very end. It was still LeBron James and Stephen Curry at the end. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? You get it? The most important player was definitely LeBron James. There's no discussion about that. No discussion about that, if you ask me. And if we go back, I do feel like those MVPs should have gone to Stephen Curry, not Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. And boy, Kevin Durant was also nice. I mean, he wasn't all that in that game. That final game, I think he missed a lot of shots in the beginning. But when they needed a bucket, that man gave him a bucket. He was Kevin Durant. But at the end, they all knew who was the guy at the very end. I love it. Stephen Durant. Stephen Curry passed it to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant passed back to Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry passed to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, so that Booker was open on the side, passed it to Booker. Booker drove in. And then Stephen Curry open, passed it to Stephen Curry. And Stephen Curry, bang, 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 bang. And then the last shot was just, woo, nail on the coffin. That's all it was. That's all it was. Ridiculous. Okay. So that's that, but I do want to talk about South Sudan. I forgot about South Sudan. I can't forget about South Sudan and Nigeria. The women, what they did was inspirational, just absolutely inspirational. What they did, South Sudan definitely shook the world and told them, hey, we're here. Kind of like what Dennis Schroeder was talking about. Right now, he was very careful with the words that he was saying, didn't want to step on anybody's toes and didn't want to rub people the wrong way, the NBA to be specific. But what he was saying, the game, the way it's played right now, how, the European game is played, it is so much more cerebral than in the U.S. Like, definitely in the U.S., they're very athletic, everybody could jump out the roof, the guards are just absolutely ridiculous. But how you play as a team and how you dissect the game, he was stating, I guess, all right, my understanding was, the game's a lot better in Europe. But he forgot Africa. So Africa, the game is getting nice in Africa. I mean, you saw, man, South Sudan was just dead on. Like, boom, 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 Stephen Curry's. Very twitchy Stephen Curry's. Like, twitchy Curry's. Like, boom, jump out the roof, Stephen Curry's. But yeah, I mean, what Dennis was saying, there's some truth to it right now. And that's why I'm here talking about what Stephen Curry did, because definitely Serbia and France, they took it to the U.S. team, and the world is definitely catching up. So I can't wait. For the next World Cup and the Olympics. Right now, those games matter, and that is why Stephen Curry was insane, because those games matter. And when it mattered the most, everybody knew, get that ball to Stephen Curry. Give him the ball. Get out the way. Peace.